very early in City Securities in 1978. And of course, for those who are old enough, it was in the midst of indigenization. And Otunba Balogun had just left Icon, and he set up City Securities. The first, incidentally, of a wholly owned Nigerian company that had the temerity to go into stockbroking and investment banking, and to compete with the foreign investment banks, merchant banks they call them then, Icon and now. And then he came with a big bang, Nigerian bottling company. It was the biggest issue in the market. Of course, he announced his arrival. That, I'm sure, evoked a lot of envy. Who is this man coming from setting up a small firm and then taking this big transaction off the table from us? But it didn't stop there. It was followed by Texaco. It was followed by Total. And then, again, by Mobil. Again, the biggest issue in the market. And of course, Otunba did everything in style. We were stockbrokers, issuing house, registrars, and underwriters of the issues. Of course, for somebody who had such great success, it evoked a lot of envy. But he withstood every challenge. He was courageous. If I were to write about Otunba, we will not live here today. But let me just proceed to say that in all the challenges, including when some people conspired to stop the issue of FCMB because he used the word grandmaster, and somebody called me in the night and said, look, I know you are close to Otunba. This is what this and this and this and this person were planning. Some of them were people close to him. So I called him that night. And between himself and Olori, they said, well, they listened intently and they said they will go to Abuja the following day to try and stop the plans that people had made. But let me just say that, to me, his death was a rude shock. I had met him a few days before his last birthday. And of course, we talked about the place where he danced. And they said it was his 100th birthday. It was fitting that that song was, I think it's, what? When we sing on Nipa Ifelubala, I think all I can say for the family is Nipa Ifelubala, for the single. And I know that his heritage, his legacy will live on. The legacy is not founded on sand, it is founded on hard rock. And like he always said, I said to him, I said, look, he has a grace to be so sharp, mentally sharp, and physically strong at his age. And as he's wont to say, it's the grace of God. Always attributing everything to the grace of God. And we know that, he truly believed that Christ was his cornerstone. And I know that, because he has done so well and so good, because people like me were made, inspired by him. And really without him, the banking industry today will be totally different. He had courage to go where angels feared to tread. And he conquered and inspired a generation of bankers that followed him. Many failed on the way, but he stood like a rock. Adieu. Adieu, Otunba.